Hi everyone! So today I'm back for another episode of I Paint on Everything. And today I'm going to paint on the lid here of this box here. It's a metal box, and what I did is I taped the circle with the masking tape, and then I gessoed the part where I wanted to paint. I also put a coat of fluid medium around, everywhere on the tape so it doesn't lift when I pour paint on it. And I also like the different, I have a hair, the different like little motifs around it, and I like the design, so I'm going to keep that. But the middle, it was a quickie box, so the middle indicated that, and I didn't want to keep it that way. I'm going to use this box to store jewelry items that I'm going to use when the glue arrives in February, and it's getting there, it's getting closer. So yeah, I taped my circle. Well, I taped the whole box and then I cut a circle with the help of a plate. I cut around the plate with an X-Acto knife. It needs to be really sharp, otherwise you're going to have trouble cutting just the paper and not under. And so what I'm going to do today is top of the bottle pour. I love the results I get with that, and I think it's going to be very interesting in that circle pattern. And I mixed my colors to match the box. So you see here I have my kind of a magenta that's pretty close, not the exact color, but it's close. And I created my color harmony around that. And so I have purple, greens, two different greens, one is paler than the other, and golden yellow. What I did is I mixed some brilliant yellow here and added a drop of pyrolle orange to it, so it looks a bit more golden. I didn't have the exact color that I wanted, so I mixed one, and here I am. I have my golden yellow. The inks are 1 part ink to 10 part medium. I really do not need a lot of ink to get the colors. They are heavily pigmented and so also very liquid. So you want them to add a lot of medium to get the consistency right. And then I add a bit of water to help them lower the density. For the heavy body paint, usual 50-50 paint and medium, and then I add about 20-25% water. And I have my zinc white here that I didn't have any water in, and I want to keep it heavy, heavy density. The pigments in it are zinc oxide, and it's a very dense pigment. So it's heavier than the rest. I'm going to put it last in the bottle and around the edges so it creates cells. Hopefully it should. Last paintings I made with this technique got a bunch of cells. So, and yeah, I want the cells to contrast a bit with the patterns that are around the lid, and I think it's going to be very nice. And yeah, I'm going to zoom you in and start with that. Alright, so what I use to prop the canvas is just some little cups like those, but backwards, and I propped it up here. And I'm going to start that. So the lightest density here is the fluorescent green. Pour that one first and press it down really well so it doesn't leak. And after that it's the yellow. After that, it's the purple. After that, the Helios Magenta. It's probably just a quinacridone pigment, so it's probably barely heavier than the purple. And after that, I think it is this one because it has some titanium white mixed in it, so it's a mix of pigment, and with titanium white in it, it should be quite heavy. Not as heavy as the zinc white, but still quite heavy. And finally, the zinc white, which will sink right into it, no matter how slow I pour it. Look, it's sinking. So I'm going to try and pour it all around the edges. And it's time to lift this. Remove the cat hairs. And I had too much paint, but that means I don't have to tilt it. So kind of like that, but I will tilt it anyway, just a little bit. I'm probably not leveled as well, but it's okay. So I'll give you a time lapse. It should change quite a bit, and I'll put the bubbles because I see quite a bit. I should have waited more before I poured, but I was a bit impatient with that. Alright, so that didn't go as expected. Let's just say that right off the bat. I think my yellow was mixed much too thin, and I got a nice, how could I call that color? Poop? Yeah, pretty much. But we'll see how it dries. I've got not many cells though, a couple here and there, but nothing large, nothing quite impressive. But what I like about this painting is the drip design in the middle, and I think it looks nice, and I think that will look nice once it dries. And I also like the lines. We have a couple of lines here and there, and it's like a square, but it's going to be a square in a circle, and I think it's going to look quite nice. Can't wait to see how that will dry. Hopefully that color kind of goes better once it dries. My yellow was mixed too thin, so it mixed with other colors, probably the Dioxazine purple, since it was also pretty thin, and both were acrylic inks. And yeah, I got this color I'm not very happy about, but we'll see how it dries. Like I say, nothing is set, and I can always repaint over it if I'm not happy. But I think I'll be happy with it. I think it will match nicely with the designs on the outside. Can't wait to remove the tape on that one. Hopefully it will dry in time for the video Wednesday. We're now Sunday, so yeah, it should dry in time for me to remove the tape and show the final result. When it's not a canvas, it will take longer to dry because you can't like let the air pass under because it's a solid surface and it's permeable to air. Air won't go through under like it would on a canvas and help dry. It's just on the top. And it will take probably 1-2 days to dry, maybe more since it's not a canvas. But I like how the fluorescent green is popping through. We'll see where it is once we put it under our black light. It could be anywhere mixed with that brown even. Who knows? It does look like there is some mixed with the brown, the poop. And yeah, can't wait to see how much of that design will stay in the circle. I can't see the lines, but I think it's going to be quite nice and interesting. And yeah, I hope it dries nicely. I hope there's not too much infiltration under the tape. We'll see when we remove it. Right now it's just suspense. So yeah, I'll leave you guys there for now and be back once that is dry. Alright, so what happened here is that I waited too much before I removed the tape. So I removed a bit of the paint here and here. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool. Like here, but I couldn't like recuperate it. And on top here a little bit, but that's okay. I'll give it a coat of varnish and it will stay in place. Anyway, it's a box that I plan to keep for myself, so it's not going anywhere. It was a test, an experiment. So lesson learned, don't wait too much before I remove the tape. And yeah, so I now have and well, you know, like I said, the motifs around it are kind of pretty, so that's why I wanted to keep them, and that's accomplished. I had no leaks whatsoever, so at least there's that. And I have a pretty box. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!